Welcome to Chana Talks Live TV. I'm Chana Gilman, your relationship mastery mentor. I'm still in Israel. Just got home and the house is empty, so I could use my computer to do a video. It's been really wonderful, having a blast. Been out all day, and it's buses and walking here, so I'm feeling good. I spoke to a woman yesterday. Well, I spoke to two different women. Basically, they each had the same issue, which I'm going to describe here in kind of however. Shoshana, hi, and Malti, hi, and Kiara, hi. Here's the deal. These women, let's call one Suzy, so we're talking about one person. Hi, Lauren. And Sindai. Let's talk about one woman. This is basically the essence of what was said to me. I feel so lonely. I feel so alone. I am so exhausted. My husband works double shifts. He's never home. When he's home, he doesn't want to speak to me. He never shares anything with me anymore. We don't have that kind of a connection. Debbie, hi. We don't have that kind of a connection. My daughter got so angry at me because I sat on her bed, went in her room and sat on her bed, and now she moved out and lives with her boyfriend. My son is always so disrespectful, never helps with anything. There's just no respect in how they speak to me. Do you get the picture? This woman she's finished. She feels finished. Now, if we were in a class, I'd ask you to please raise your hands and tell me if you identify or if you're in the same situation right now. Are you thinking to yourself, type yes so I see some interaction. Are you thinking to yourself, I totally understand her. My children aren't nice to me. No one helps me in the house. My husband and I haven't shared an evening, a glass of wine, a conversation, and I don't know how long. The guy I'm dating hasn't called in 10 days. My sister, yada yada. My mother, yada yada. Whatever. What is going on? We can all sympathize. I have been there. I have been there. And I'm telling you, when those kids are disrespectful in older ages, it's a knife in your heart. I get that. I get it. But what's really going on? I'm here to serve women. I'm here to help you learn a different way. What I do to teach is I help my clients in my group. The key is to be able to create for yourself a solid emotional platform in your life so that whatever goes on around you, I'm not saying you won't get taken down. I'm not saying things won't hurt. Words hurt. But you won't be so depleted, so physically overwhelmed, so tragically devastated. But what's really going on is these women, let's call this person I made up with all these issues, is Suzy. Suzy is depleted because she's trying to get her inner tank filled from outside of herself. And beautiful women, it never works. It never works when you're looking for the validation, the fulfillment, the, I'm okay, you're okay. From outside, it cannot be sustaining. Why? Because everyone else that you're looking outside for to give it to you has their own misalignment issues going on. And they can't keep that kind of focus on you forever as much as you need it. Do you get that? Do you get that? And that's why you're so, if the kid comes home and you say, can you do the dishes? And they get up and do it, you're like, oh, I love them. They're so good. I had such a great day. But tomorrow and 3 weeks going, it's not going to work again. And you'll be devastated. I thought he was better. I thought they would. It didn't. No one has the inner alignment, the attention span, the ability to focus on you, to fill you up the way that's missing. And that is what is creating your overwhelm, your devastation, your dissatisfaction, your feeling criticized and almost tragically abused because you're so on empty inside yourself. You see, and then we begin to bleed. We bleed out. We screech, pay attention to me, be nice to me, help me clean the house. We're screeching in our neediness. And that daughter didn't move out because her mother sat on her bed. Come on. These people, it's almost so repelling. Suzy, the one I just made up for you, her neediness is so repelling that nobody wants to get close, and they know they can't fill that tank. And you know what? It's not their job. It's not their job. At some point, we have to grow up as adult women and stop living in that 8, 12-year-old, 14-year-old needy little girl that didn't get it when we needed it. Can you imagine, and I can help with this, learning how to live with that little girl, nurture her as you could never be nurtured, come from an emotional platform that when your kids are just being awful to you, taking a pause, a break, and understanding maybe they're hurting too. Maybe when the husband comes home from double, triple shifts, he doesn't need to sit down and fill your tank. Maybe he needs you to give him a drink and give him his space. He's wiped out, taking care of you and your family. Maybe. And you know, for the single women out there, the guys that disappear, I don't know why they disappear. And there's a lot of guys that just disappear, so we don't want them. But neediness is energetic, whether you are verbal about it or not. You've got to be able to maintain your space and give everybody else theirs. Let's see what's here. Lauren, you've been there, but won't go back. I'm so happy. Yes, it comes with loving yourself first. Chana, you need to love yourself first and then ask for help. Absolutely. Now, for a lot of people here, I have a lot of, thank God, friends and followers. Those of you that are on the spectrum of already practicing evolving, this may be very basic for you, but it can even go farther. And for the ones of you that these are new concepts, I hope you'll keep coming back and listening to my videos. It's so important to understand that when you are feeling the exhaustion, the overwhelm, the devastation, the rejection, you fill in the blank. It's because your tank is not filled and you're looking for it from outside sources. It will never work, and if it does, it will not be self-sustaining for any real length of time, because those outside forces will obviously at some point take their attention off of you. Right? Don't you do that? Even if you have a new baby in the house. I have a new granddaughter. Her mother can't 24/7 have the focus on that child. She's got a big sister. She's got a husband. I'm visiting. You get pulled. So the work is not to screech at everyone else and repel them. The work is to create yourself in a solid way that when it doesn't go the way you want, you can sit back and go, whoa, did you just speak to your mother like that? You might want to rethink it and leave the room. You know, one of my sons a couple of months ago was thinking about getting involved in something, and we were dialoguing about it together. And he made the decision it's not for him, and I truly supported that. I didn't think it was for him. 2 days ago, I got a text, and it said, could you please give me the phone number of that person? So I texted the phone number. Oh, that's so beautiful, Lauren. The longest relationship you have in life is with yourself. You've got to become your own best friend. That's absolutely true. These are women in my group. They get it. So my son texted me 2 days ago, could I have that person's phone number again? He got a new phone, lost a lot of contacts. So I texted the number, and I wrote, are you revisiting that? And then I said, and I know it's none of my business. You know what my son wrote back? He said, you're my mother. You can and should ask me any question that you want to. But when you start to want to manipulate and get me to do what you want around anything that isn't your business, that's crossing the line. Never stop asking me questions. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? And that's the point I'm making here. As a mother, have a voice. No one's going to tell your kid and see what you see in them. They need our feedback. But there's a point that it becomes not our business. Create your solid platform. What if what I'm saying could really work for you? You can book a call with me, private message me, join my Facebook group, Relationship Mastery with Confidence and Dignity. And that's basically it, people. Beautiful women. I love being here and talking to you. I miss it when I don't. I'm supposed to know today if I have a flight for next week. Sunday looks booked. Here's what happens when you do the inner work. Isn't this a high quality problem that I'm stuck in the Holy Land with my children? I love high quality problems. I've ditched the drama, done the work. It doesn't just go away because we wish and hope it to. It takes work. I'm here to help. I'd love to hear from you. This is Chana Gilman, your Relationship Mastery Mentor. Bye, everybody.